Hello, everybody. A Merry Christmas, or as we'd say in Britain, Happy Christmas, or in Wales, Nadolig Llawen, or Feliz Navidad. Jonah and I, right, Jonah? We want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our hearts. And as you can see, he's so well behaved, even to having this decoration on him. And I'm so sorry, I'm really putting him through this. I don't want to get accused of like animal abuse, so I'll remove the offending antlers or whatever they are, Christmas trees from him. But I just wanted to stop by. It's the 25th of December, and we just want to sort of say Merry Christmas to you. I had a couple of things really. I'm not sure what you're doing during these festive times or how you're spending it, you know. Hopefully, some of you are able to gather with your family. I know that many of you, like me, are unable to be with anybody at this time. Although I'm not alone, as you know, I've got Jonah with me, and we won't be eating anything really special. We'll probably be eating some leftovers, or I might order a pizza. But it's just Jonah and me. Once now Mass is finished. But if you're on your own and you can't be with loved ones, I just want to reach out to you in a special way and remind you that all is not lost, that Jesus is here, and that's what matters most of all. And we can reach out and share some of this great joy together in a special way. I know that back in Wales, my mother and my father, they will be gathering with my elder brother and my elder brother and his wife. They'll be gathering for a Christmas dinner, and then my other brother, who lives about maybe 9 miles away, he'll be separate. And then my youngest brother, who lives in London, he'll be there with his wife and his daughter. So, and then of course there's me, and we're all kind of like split up. But and we'll be hoping, I'll be sort of touching bases with them sometime today to share some kind of joy via FaceTime. So we do actually see each other and do wish each other a Merry Christmas. It's one of those weird years where everybody's kind of like in pockets or bubbles or separate. But the love of Christ, reaches across, the waters, reaches across the internet, reaches across everything to warm the hearts of all of us, So don't be too down by any of this. What was I going to say today? What I'm missing, right, most of all about my Christmas, really, from home, and that will be like our Christmas dinner. And you might be wondering, well, what do they eat in Wales or in the United Kingdom for Christmas? And the simple answer to that is turkey. Yeah. Roast turkey, that is like the de rigueur kind of thing that we would eat, roast turkey with stuffing, of course. And then various vegetables, which would include roast potatoes and roast parsnips. You may not be familiar with a parsnip. You can look them up. They do sell them occasionally in Mariano's. Things like mashed swede, which you wouldn't know. Mashed swede is what we call over here rutabaga. And that's mashed with butter. The most offensive vegetable of all would be Brussels sprouts. Can't stand them, hate them, But that's always like a feature. And then sort of like pigs in blankets, which are like little sausages wrapped in bacon. That would be another thing. And all of this would be on your plate, your big plate, and then over the top you have lots of gravy. Gotta have gravy, and then maybe cranberry sauce, if that's your taste, But cranberry sauce is kind of some people are into that. Cranberry sauce with your turkey. So a big turkey dinner, really. That would be the way that we would celebrate on Christmas Day. And then that will be followed by something which not everybody likes, but I'm very fond of it. You either love it or you hate it. It's Christmas pudding. Now, Christmas pudding is like a steamed pudding with lots of dried fruits in it. So it'll be, with like raisins and currants and sultanas and peel and all those lovely things, and alcohol. And its appearance is, in fact, black. It looks black, basically, And because it's very, very rich, it's been soaked for a long time. Sometimes people make it with Guinness, beer, that kind of thing. and and brandy and things. It's very, very rich, and so we would eat that warmed. Now with different things. Some people would have it with custard. Some people would have it with brandy butter, and some people would have it with just cream. I like it with just cream, but you could only eat like a small portion of it because it's kind of so rich. And after a heavy dinner, really that it just kind of like kind of levels you out for the rest of the afternoon. So generally, like Christmas dinner would be kind of eaten around about 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I say 2 o'clock in the afternoon. At least my memories from home, about 2 o'clock. And then at 3 o'clock, the thing we would do before we would have dessert would be put the TV on. Why? Because at 3 o'clock we have the annual speech from the Queen. The Queen addresses everybody in the United Kingdom and across the Commonwealth and gives her special Christmas message. So people, if they haven't stopped eating when the speech is on, they would watch her while they were eating. Everybody in some ways would stop to see the Queen on Christmas Day. And then after the Queen's speech, we would move into like dessert and then probably take a nap, So that would be basically our Christmas Day. And then maybe in the evening, we would play games or listen to music, have a few drinks, and then maybe eat some more turkey, later on in the evening. So that's how Christmas Day would be spent. And then the following day, which we call Boxing Day, which is the feast of St. Stephen, the following day we would have turkey with chips. That would be our main meal. So like leftover turkey with chips, which would be like your version of French fries, kind of like thicker potatoes fried. Nice thing to have with pickles, not American pickles, but chutneys and things like that. Things which go nice with cold meat. So that's what we would have, and I miss that. There's one little thing that I wanted to talk about which we don't have over here, although sometimes you can get, and that's Christmas crackers. Maybe you've not seen a Christmas cracker. I know it's not a cracker and the thing you would eat. A Christmas cracker is kind of like a bit of a novelty little game. It's kind of like, it's the kind of thing that you would, it's the kind of thing, everybody, put it this way, for Christmas dinner, above your place setting where you're sat at the table, there will be a Christmas cracker. Now a Christmas cracker would look a bit like a piece of candy that's tied at each end, like a Tootsie Roll that's tied at each end, and it would be like a foot long, all right, and it's made out of like a hollow roll of cardboard in the middle, and twisted and covered in like brightly colored paper, and twisted at the end. And inside the roll, okay, of the cracker would be a gift, a joke, and something like that, a little, and maybe some candy, and above all, a paper hat in the shape of a crown. And generally, you begin your Christmas day at home, your Christmas dinner, by pulling crackers. Now, these crackers are designed to be grabbed hold of, one person at each end, and inside the mechanism of the cracker is a firecracker, if you like. And as you pull it apart, so the cracker goes off, bang. So it's kind of like the joy of like, and so you would pair up with somebody sat opposite you or sat next to you, and you would pull the cracker between you and see which one wins. And of course, the winner of the cracker is the one that's got the central roll on the end of their pull, because the winner gets the prize, what's inside. And you can get really posh crackers which got like fancy gifts. But then you can get really kind of like, cheap ones with like little, plastic toys or something inside it. But it usually comes with like a really corny joke inside. It doesn't, which everybody kind of laughs at, but it's not very funny. But it really is just the joy of like that moment of going bang with Christmas crackers. And everybody from Britain will know what a Christmas cracker is. And they might know as well, I think they probably know in Australia and maybe Canada, and people like that. But it's quintessentially British, and Christmas Day would not be complete without a Christmas cracker at your Christmas dinner. Okay, so keep your eye out. You might see them, occasionally they sell them in some stores, Christmas crackers. So that's the one other thing. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about just briefly before I go and do my own celebrating is Christmas carols. What's yours? What's your Christmas carol which really kind of touches you most of all? I pondered this, and I realized the more I thought about it that there's a slight variance in some of the Christmas carols in this country to the Christmas carols we sing back in Britain. There are some which are universal, but there are some places where they sing different carols and very often with different tunes. So I pondered which one do I like best of all, and it was between two. It was either going to be Once in Royal David City, because that always kind of like tells me the tale, if you like, of Jesus being born, or Silent Night. And actually, Silent Night won. The more I thought about it, I thought, no, but Silent Night seems to like capture the sacredness of the moment, of that night when Jesus was born. And when we come on the night of the 24th, and you hear something like Silent Night, it really kind of is very touching, I think, really, and it kind of almost transports you to that moment, Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. It's a lovely, lovely thing, and it all points us to Jesus. All points us to Jesus in the manger, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Now, Silent Night, okay? I like Silent Night in English, okay? Not in German. Nothing against German. I don't really want to listen to Stille Nacht, Heilige Nacht. I want to, Silent Night in my language. I know it's in every language, but I do like Silent Night for that reason. So ask yourself today, what is your favorite Christmas carol, your favorite Christmas song, and ponder it. And what does it mean to you? For me, it means Jesus. It points me to him. And that's the one thing I wanted to say, the sort of the parting thing that I wanted to say about Christmas today, and the biggest message for us really is the fact that Jesus came to be with us, and he came to be one with us, like us. And I find that very consoling, because it means that he came to be a human being. God came to be a human being. So he knows what you're going through. He knows what we're going through. He knows when we're sad. He knows what it's like. He knows every pain. There's nothing that we've experienced that he hasn't experienced. And so I just want to remind you today, and when we know that, it's good to know that you're not alone, that Jesus is with you in it all. I think that gives us, that's where the joy is. That's where the joy of Christmas is. So even if you are alone, a bit like me, okay, know that Jesus is with you in it all, and that in and of itself is enough joy, I think, to carry us through into this new year, through this bleak midwinter, through this COVID morass, and to take us into the next year, hopefully with Jesus firmly in our minds, but most importantly, in our hearts. So once again, happy Christmas to you all, and be joyful, keep the faith. Cheers. Bye-bye.